Hey, good morning, folks. AJ here. Actually, decided to stop by here before going to my daughter's stuff, and I ended up dropping off. We got the extra box of grommets. I put that in the back and on the TV and the camera here in the back. Also got the other surge protector power switch, so I have that hooked up. So that's what's turning on the ATEM, the POV switch, and the HDMI splitter. The other rack is supposed to be here later today. And in my rush of getting here, I didn't bring that piece of conduit that's gonna go in Pastor's office. The other thing that I did, I just at least ran an Ethernet cable for the front camera. So I have that on the system. I need to set it in the UDM Pro so that it always assigns that stuff. That's more than enough cable that I have left over. So probably gonna double over, run that over here, connect it into, come over to the PoE switch, connect that, then whatever is left over, that's what I'm gonna run. And now that I think about it, when I pull the cable out from here from the speaker, I'm gonna put the access point there. So I'll put it on the ceiling. The tall ladder, I should be able to get high enough to get into that corner. So I'll mount that on the ceiling right there, use that hole for the access point. That part will be done. And like I said, I got the grommets on here, got the grommet on there. Need to grab the plate and put that on there to cover up that hole. When I get back, the main thing is pull down the other speaker. Because again, when I pull that speaker down, I'll put the access point, get that over with, mount the speaker here, mount the speaker there. Speaker cable is going to be here Saturday. If the cable is long enough, I'll probably have it on the floor just to make sure that sound is going on. Also going to open that up, a hole right there, so we can run the shielded Ethercon cables down there to connect everything. So the wiring here will be done. Speakers will be done. Speaker for the PTZ will be done. Access point will be done. Then we have to run the two cables, another Ethernet for the display cast, and run the cables for the TV, other TV for the kitchen. Then concentrate on running the cables in the hole in the wall for Pastor's office so we can get Comcast in its final position. His TV connected, and then also run the cables for the TVs in the front. So I've only did about like 10 minutes worth of work here because I don't want to get too dirty and stuff like that. Be presentable for my daughter's event at school. So I'm gonna go do that here. Leave my tools over here, and then we'll be back. And it will pretty much be a long day today. I don't really have anything else going on. But I try not to stay that late because I have to be down at Hampton at 9 a.m. Tomorrow for training, and then head back, maybe try and post up here and do my Zoom meetings. So then I can leave from here, go pick the U-Haul up, pick the TVs up, bring them over here, see if I can manhandle a couple of them up. I know I can do the one in the back. This one, I may see if I can just draft somebody to come over here for a hot second and help me hang those. But the main thing is get the cables in the wall and all of that, and then we'll be good to go. The main focus is sound, so they can get sound working, even if the TVs are not here, as long as sound and everything is working for Sunday and everything is presentable. That's the goal. So let's head over here to school. Let's cheer on my little CEO, and then we'll be back to get to some more work.
Welcome to Flag. Meet the team. Ayana Holmes. She has been in two businesses. Fun fact, one of those businesses is self-made and self-run.
All right, folks, we are back from my daughter's Shark Tank event at school. So the main focus is I'm gonna climb up in here, and I don't know why I didn't grab a long sleeve shirt. I had a sweater on because it's like they had the AC blasting at school. It was cold as I don't know what, but I had my sweater, and then I ended up getting this because I didn't want it to get dirty, but I didn't sit back and think about a long sleeve. So we gotta move expeditiously to get up and out of here, so we won't be up in the cold for very long. I am going to work my way backwards. I already made the hole yesterday. I didn't show you, but I actually drilled a hole in the kitchen in that corner. So I'm going to do a push rod up there so I can see what that is. And honestly, I might not even need a push rod, but I'm gonna go do that, get that cable out of the way, then come back, then work towards the entrance, pull up the cable for the speaker that's on that side, and literally just work my way back this way. So the TV is over there, work it back this way, pull that cable up out of the way, keep going, find relative close to where that is, gonna open up a hole for where the TV and the display cast needs to go. So that's going to be an HDMI cable and an Ethernet cable that goes there. And then all of that is done. Then we move on this direction, pull the speaker down, pull that up out of the way. And actually, I should disconnect that speaker cable because while I'm pulling these cables over there, I'm going to be in that vicinity. So I'm going to disconnect the speaker cable, hopefully pull that up because it looks like they didn't. Yeah, I thought that was a hole with a grommet. It really isn't. They just, I don't know if it was glued on or something like that, but I need to get up there, disconnect that so that I can slide that up. Then pull my cables up, do the opposite, and pull the push rod back up for that camera, find where that is, and then get the HDMI and Ethernet there. So all the cameras are done. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I think I was gonna use that hole and put the no, I didn't say that. I thought I said I was gonna put one right there, but I might actually put the access point right here, and I can repurpose that hole that was already there for the speaker. I have a small piece of conduit, so I'll put that there to cover up the cable dropping down, or maybe even put it high enough. I think I did say the ladder can get me high enough, so I'll probably use that hole and put the access point there, so don't have to worry about covering up the hole or anything. But let me get warmed up and get up here so I can knock this out, and then we get all this part back, then work on everything back there, and we go from there. Alrighty folks, I haven't taken you up here in a minute, well actually at all, so let's hop on up here. And oh, it's cold. It's cold. Oh. So as you can see, the TV is right there. And if I look up, there are the studs right there. So most likely the stud right here, if I line that up and drop it down, that should give me a clear shot. And then Pastor Coleman also said he wants me to lift the TV up and slide it over as close to that corner as possible. We got to see if there's some studs available, but that's what we're going to work on. So let me, again, I wish I had my ladder because I got to hop up here to get this last spot. And again, I don't know what's up. Doesn't like the frequency of my light. That's why it's flickering. So hopefully I have enough cable here, and then I'll pull the rest of it up and then get over to where I need to be. And again, I'm sorry if y'all are just staring at the floor. Kind of need to keep my balance. I'll adjust the camera when I get into a more stable place. All right, so like I said, I can obviously stand up in here. So the main thing is to try and find where the cable is, and it should be straightforward because they used these existing cables for the SD camera that they had. So I just need to follow that, and it looks like it's right there, but I made my cable closer to the wall, so I'm probably over here somewhere. And I meant to get my push rod, but I didn't. So we just gotta find this the old-fashioned way. Obviously that's not going to be all the way over there because that's outside, and that's why I said to do the security cameras, that's going to be easy because I can get, that's the soffit, so that's going to be fine. So now we just got to find the hole that I made, and if we can find the wall, the seal plate for the wall, we should be able to find where that hole was that I made. So that's the seal plate. But wait a minute, I'm in the bathroom. I'm near the bathrooms. We need to look for the vent for the bathroom, because the hallway, ladies' bathroom is right there. Men's bathroom's right here. So we got to go over a little bit more. But this is the wall where I'm standing on. Gotta be mindful where you step. And I'm looking for some indentations for where that came through. Come on now. Need a better foot placement. Alright, that's a vent. So obviously it's not there. And I might need to look back at those cables over there, because those are obviously video cables, and I don't know if they ran it through the wall on the other side of where the TV is. But let's just make sure. Woo. Because there's electrical. Alright, so see, they went through the wood right there. So that's feeding down to the TV, and that's coax, so that's definitely where the TV is. So I should be around here somewhere. And again, I am kicking myself that a push rod would have made this so much easier. So that's the wall going into the kitchen. So we should be close to the corner of where my cable is. Excuse me, not the cable, but the hole that I made. And I should have brought my mask. Not there. There it is. Whew. That was anywhere worse, and I wouldn't have had a place to get there. And I'm not even that far away from where my cable was. So we'll drop this down. This is ran. Then we just gotta do it in reverse. Pull the other cable up. And I know we got more than enough slack for this cable. I mean, we got more than enough that's needed. So I'm gonna come back with a conduit, put that in the corner, and then use the, the existing conduit that they have. And this cable, ooh, excuse me, should fit. So I need to get up out of here, and I'm gonna see if I got a mask in my car. But that one is done. Then I need to bring my drill up here. We're gonna open up one of the corners in here. And actually, while I'm here, we need to pull up that speaker cable. Oh, let's dip up under here. And oh, so there's the cable right there. Yeah, this was glued down because that thing is stuck. I don't have nothing up here. Oh yeah, there's my push rod. I was wondering where I left them. Yay, they're right here. So let's take this apart. Let's see if we can jam loose this. All right. Aw, boo. They just drilled a hole in there. So I can't use it like that. Dagnabbit. Shoot. Alright, so I had already made a hole. Well, no, I didn't. I made it over there to pass through. So let's see if we can pull away some of this insulation, and we'll put it right back once we're done. And there's a firewall that we gotta, not a firewall, but you know, I gotta drill through that so I can get my cables down there and an Ethernet cable. So now that we got that, bring that over there. And actually, I'm gonna take one of these with me so that I can walk over and run the cable. See, isn't that a daring sight right there? Run my cable for the PTZ, and then we can at least maybe hop over there and see where that is and give ourselves a good shot from there. Alrighty, and then disconnect the other end of this cable, get it up there. So here's the register. So if I get in line with that register and they want to slide it over, so excuse me, we're definitely got to get on that side where we pull the, well, not the side where we pull the installation. We need to go over one more, and then maybe we can feed the cable through there. And honestly, if they want me to move the TV, I might just take the TV down to make this easy to get through. Well, let's get this, and then get my box of Ethernet cable, and then try and kill about 3 to 5 birds with one stone. Alright, push rod's up there. Should be able to easily find that. And I'm right at the soffit, so it's going to get real unique to get down that way. So, and I've ran this cable. I wasn't going to run this one. Nah, I'm going to run something new, so that'll make that easier. Oh. Alright, here's the cable from the kitchen that I tossed over. That should be more than enough. And when all the cables are ran, hopefully I can put the cap on the cable. But we shall see. Oh, this insulation keeps getting right back in the way. This is the cable for the entrance TV. Drop this one down here as well. I'm going to leave that open so that I can have more space if we need it. I tossed all those cables over here. There's the box for the PTZ, and I ran the Ethernet over there. So now we just gotta see if we can find where the push rod is. And I guess I should have opened this up so I can leave the slack. This cable looks like it's been used. I hate it when they do stuff like this. So let's try and pull enough cable here so we can leave all of this here and then muscle our way up here. Not as much space, but it's doable. It shouldn't be that far down. But as you can see, that's going to be kind of tight, so might have to climb back up here and put electrical tape on the other end of my push rod and then just pull it down. And it's still cold outside, but I am hot now. So where is that thing at? Oh. There it is. Oh, that's going to be interesting to get down there. Oh, yeah, I might need to put tape on here to get down there. Right. So, oh, come on. Come on. Where are them cables at? Lord. Oh, we got it there. And I can feel my heart rate running. Oh. Oh. Get to a space so I can stand up and walk. Let's get our way up out of here. Oh. Make sure that I can hold my weight. Yes. Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man. I think I need to charge more when it comes to running cables. Because I am going to take a break here in a half a second. But before we climb down, let's go ahead and pull the other end of this HDMI cable for the last PTZ. And leaving the slack up here so that if we need to pull it in either direction, we should be good. That should be enough if I need to pull in that direction. And then need a bit for this so that it can make it down and over to the ATEM. Alright, that should be enough. Oh. Alright, let's get down. Lord. Alright, let's make sure I can still get to these cables up here, because I ain't trying to wedge myself back down there again. There's the HDMI. Dag nabbit. Where's the Ethernet? Oh. I'm gonna have to go back up there. Alright, I'm gonna take a break though, because I gotta wedge myself. I was hoping it would be right here. I must have snagged the cable while I was climbing out or something. So, I gotta go back up there. Let's hook up everything else first before I go and do that. And, like, I am sweating like a hostage from climbing all the way over there. So we still got plenty of extra up here. Let's see how much we dropped down here. All right, so we got plenty here. Yeah, more than enough for here. Let's hook all this stuff up and make sure we still get a signal. Alright, that's HDMI number 1. And like I said, we're gonna pull this off and put this cable in there and pull up the slack in the ceiling. So now connect all of these. This is display, so that is the last camera. Let me put you down. All right, so I was able to get the cable ran, and I was able to put it inside the conduit. I still need to put a vertical conduit in here, but yeah, we got our image, and like I said, got the cables in there. I just got to put a piece of conduit up there to cover that up. So this side is done. Well, not really. I mean, it's done. The cable ran is done. Gotta pull this down, but I need to take some more energy to figure out what's going on with the Ethernet cable up here. Let me see if I can clip this with this clothes hanger. That would save me a trip. All right, that didn't help. So we gotta go back up there. Doing all that climbing. And remember I said I didn't like how the box with this cable was? Looks like that cable was damaged. So I did all that, and that cable, the HDMI, is not working for anything, but it is showing up. So the network, it's nothing the matter with the camera. It's just the daggone cable. And I don't have another one that I can sub in right now. Man, that stinks. So the only good thing I can possibly think is if I get a new cable. Since that cable is bad, I could possibly use it as a pull string to hopefully get it where I can get to it easily, and then I can re-pull it. Man, that stinks. Let me see if I can order one and get it in the morning and see if I can do something with that. All right, I think we might have some good news. All the stuff from Mount Tabor got delivered today, which was the rack, the 100-foot spike-on cable, so they're actually here now. The audio cable, all of that is here. So I'm gonna go ahead and order I'm gonna order another 100-foot. Take the 100-foot that came in from Mount Tabor, so this will replace that one. So I'll have all of this, and the replacement will be here tomorrow, but I don't even start that install till Monday. So I just ordered that. Let me head home. Let me get the rack so that way I could do this, put all this in its final position, rerun that cable for there, focus on the speakers now since the speaker cables are here, mount the speakers, do all of that, and then I still got to go back up in the ceiling for the shielded Ethercon cables. But I mean, that's just for those front speakers. I'll keep them on the floor for right now. But let me get this stuff and head over to my house, and then we swing back over here. Alrighty, good news, folks. Everything came in. Everything I thought was supposed to be here Saturday, everything came in today, including the 100-foot spike-on cables and the longer audio cable to get, hold on, I'm missing something. I'm missing the splitter that I ordered. But in the grand scheme, that's not that bad compared to everything else. I got the rack, I got all that other stuff. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and assemble the rack, mount that up under here, get everything off all the desk, put that there so that I know everything is in its final position. Then I ordered another cable, but I have the replacement fiber optic HDMI cable. I'm gonna see if I can tape it off and pull it, because if I can at least pull it and get me in the center of the ceiling, that would avoid me having to climb all the way over there. So yes, I'll be happy if we can do that. Then focus the attention on the shielded Ethernet cables. Okay, you can with a screwdriver. That's good. And use that to split this open. Run the audio cable over. Look up my order for the split, and even if that comes tomorrow, I mean that's literally seconds because the cable is ran. I just got to plug it in. It's just a jack that plugs into the mixer. So let's get to assembling. I am winded. Got the other speaker down, got the access point in place, got all of this stuff here, got this, gotta clean up all of this, gonna pull up all the slack and tack this in the corner to keep that organized. What I'm gonna focus on right now, I really need to just pull this cable. Hopefully I can plug this on, tape this together, and gently pull it so I can avoid having to climb up there, or at least having to climb all the way back up there. But let's do that, and then we'll focus on the Comcast. And then for right now, I'm gonna move the other speaker in the front, put it on the floor, run the cables to it just so it's there, and then I can concentrate on everything else. Alrighty folks, I took a little break. I was showing Pastor Coleman how to do the sound, got the speakers on the floor, got that ran. Got the cables for the camera, the TV, all that stuff is done. So now the main thing is just small little cleanup stuff. They have choir practice tomorrow at 11. So, hold on, I'm too short, hold on. So they have choir practice tomorrow. So Pastor Coleman wanted to know what was needed so he can get the sound on. So we got that done. I also made a hole in his ceiling to see if we can find where that is so I can run the internet cable and place that over here, and then come back, run the cable in the wall for his TV, find the placement for the speakers, hang the speakers, TV in the entrance, and speakers for the cables for the TVs. That's what we got. Alrighty folks, I am in the process of cleaning up and taking some boxes and taking them to the dump. I did get that cable ran, so that is the cable that we got running from the back. I'm gonna terminate that so we can get internet back. So this is done. I do know where that is, so we're gonna run the cable. And the good thing is I know where that is, so I can go back and then go directly into the wall to drop the fiber optic HDMI, which is right up there too. But let's terminate this, get the internet permanently in place, pack up the car, go to the dump, and then we're going to be done for the day, and we'll be back tomorrow to hang the speakers, put the Spicon cables in the ceiling, and try and knock out the last few things that we got, and drop off the TVs, because the TVs I can pick up at 4 o'clock. Alrighty. Cleaned up, and like I said, tomorrow's focus is mounting the TV, climb back all the way over here, get that cable ran, hang that speaker, do the same thing over here. I keep forgetting that plate. I need to put that plate up there. Drop the TVs off, try and hang it. If I try to hang any TV, it'll probably be the one in the back. But there are no power cables, no power outlets up here, so might need to get some pass-throughs or let them handle that. This one has an outlet, but it's on the floor. Also got to run the cable for the narthex, or the entrance. I need to run that cable in the wall and pull that down. It's up here. I need to pull that down in the wall, and like I said, that's easy. We just got to go up in there and then possibly move that. That is the old bad cable that I got from Amazon that was priorly used. So I'm gonna pull that down and rewrap that and send it back. What else? They said that wireless mic does not work. So number one, and they said they might possibly look at doing some additional mics. So maybe some Phoenix Pros or some GTD audios or something like that. We're gonna wrap this, push that up in the ceiling, and I'll probably get one of the cable wraps, even though it looks exactly the same way as here. Right now I have the audio for the live stream hooked up to the control room. That's temporary because the cable that I needed here never got delivered. So unless they missed it, and I'll find it when I get home. But all of this for the most part is done. We got a little piece of conduit. This is the conduit that's going to go in the kitchen, and that's about it. Long day tomorrow. I'm down to Hampton, then we'll be back, do 2 Zoom meetings while I'm here, and then knock out as much as we possibly can to get them straight for Sunday. So we will see y'all tomorrow.